Welcome to the Newberg's Fitness family. My name is Shiloh Bryant.
And I'm Danny.
This is my wife, right? So on this channel, we don't want to only focus on legs. We don't want to only focus on lower bodies. So many women get in the gym and they only want to do lower body, but I'm telling you, you want to be the best version of yourself overall from top to bottom. So you're going to also talk about upper body. Today, we're going to go over bench press and the benefits of that. You might sound strange, but it actually works your chest to where your boobs actually perk a little bit more, as well as your back. It's working your back muscles. A lot of the time, people think, oh, well, I don't need to do that because I'm not a man. No, overall, and even the back part of your arm, it tightens up the back part of your arm, which is a big common thing that a lot of women care about. Don't just focus on lower body. You want to be well-rounded from top to bottom. So on this channel, we're all about empowering moms to transform lives and change the world. Okay, so form, right? So she's gonna slide this way a little bit, and the reason for you to slide down a little bit, so this bar is 45 pounds, but the reason to slide that way a little bit is because, go ahead and pick it up for me real quick. If she doesn't slide that way and she goes to push this weight up, what can happen sometimes, matter of fact, let's do this, actually slide back this way, right? Okay, so the reason you wanna slide that way a little bit first before you pick this up, because let's say, for example, pick this up, right? Now, as you get tired, what happens a lot of times, people push backwards. So now go ahead and go down with the weight for me, all right? Go down, all right? Now, when you push, sometimes what people will do, they'll accidentally hit this and get stuck, right? So the reason for you to push that way is so there's no way for you to accidentally clip these and not come back up with the weight. So she's gonna slide that way a little bit, and she's gonna pick it up and pull it out to the right spot, right? So you never wanna just pick it up and drop it. You wanna make sure you're steady. And she's gonna tuck her elbows in, right? And she's gonna press to her chest, right? Go ahead, come down, press up, go again. Now, press up, same thing. Come down smooth, press up fast. That's what you're gonna do. Just like that. Now, different grips you can use. First one is close. If your hands are like this, shoulder width apart, that is where you're mostly only focusing on your tricep. What we're focusing on right now is your overall bench press. So you can go slightly wider than shoulder width. So if she puts her hands straight up like this, that's only for the tricep. We're gonna go for slightly outside of that. And then once you get that placement, you can do that same thing over and over moving forward. Now put her hands there on the bar. Right, so she's using her fingers to line up. You can use a little line on your finger, or you get some kind of indicator so that next time you just put your hand in that spot. You don't have to keep holding your hands up. So then she picks it up. First thing she does, pull it out to the right spot. Make sure she's steady. Tuck her elbows in, and then go for it. Down smooth, up fast. Down smooth, up fast. Down smooth, up fast, right? Now when it comes to her actual setup, a lot of people, they're sitting on the bench with their back completely flat. And what happens if your back is completely flat, when you're pressing the weight, your shoulders keep coming up off the bench, and overall, it'll give you shoulder pain eventually because you're using your shoulders to push the weight versus using your body. So what you want to do is, you want to go on your chest up. So you should have I should have enough space to be able to slide my hand underneath her body right now. So now her glutes are tied to the bench. Her upper body is tied to the bench. So now she's pushing the weight like this. Just like this. Nothing else is moving. None of this other stuff is moving. Her feet, if your feet are all the way to the front like this, now you don't have any power. You don't have any sturdy base. So if you go to push, pick out a weight with your feet like that. Yep. Now go ahead and push. How does that feel? Awkward, right? So now she doesn't have a base. So what happens is you actually start rocking back and forth like this, especially when the weight is heavy. So you want your feet at least somewhere in this angle so that you have the power and base to push off of. Pick it up. Right, so I got that space I can put my hand underneath. Her upper body is tied to the bench. Her lower body's tied to the bench. Her legs are steady and ready to go. Go for it. Push hard. All right, just like that, right? Okay. Anything you want to add to that? Anything that stands out?
Actually, I didn't know about the leg part at first. I used to have my legs out here, and I would tap them, I would move them around. And so when we just tried this whole time, and I actually pushed off my legs. So yeah, I'm Okay, so as you get started, you might just want to start with the bar and practice with the bar because that is 45 pounds. But as you feel more comfortable with the movement and as you start getting stronger, you can add more weight. But always make sure that you do what you honestly feel like you're capable of. And if you feel like, okay, I want to go up, but I'm not sure, always find a spotter.
Let's go for it. Nice. One more is fine. Okay. So this bar is 45 pounds. You got 2 10s on the side. That was 65 pounds you just did. So with that same thing, let me teach you how to have a person that's spotting it properly. So even you can be able to help somebody if they need it. So when you're spotting somebody, same thing as what, like we showed on the squats, right? So pick it up. Sometimes if the weight's heavy, maybe they'll have you do what's called a break. And what you do is you're counting down. You'll say 1, 2, 3, and you assist them. You don't get all the weight off of them because it puts them in a weird situation. You give them a little assistance when they first pick up. So 1, 2, 3, and I help them guide them out to the right spot. Once they're in the right spot, I let go. And now I stay close. Go for it. I stay close. So now if they fail, I can grab the weight. You don't want your spotter standing back here like this because if they fail, what's gonna happen? Now let's say you don't have a spotter. Let me show you how to feel properly without hurting yourself. So many people, when they're doing bench press, they pick up the weight, let's say they're doing a few reps, they're repping out, they're repping out, they're repping out, and then they get tired and they can't get the rep, and they is trying to push it backwards to put it on the thing, and they miss it when they're tired. Where does the weight land? It lands towards your neck. That is the last thing you want to do. You do not want to push the weight backwards towards your neck when you're barely trying to get the rep. So what's a better thing to do is you pick it up, pull it out to the right spot, and then when you're going down, let's say you're pushing your reps out, and you get tired. Oh, I can't do it, can't do it. It's okay to let it rest on your chest. Don't try, this is not enough. When something can hurt you, it's more like if you just drop it from this distance. If you just let it sit on your chest, you're not gonna be hurt. So now what you do from here is roll it down to your stomach, roll it down to your hips, and then you just sit up. You stand up, turn around, put the weight back. Now you don't get hurt. It's just that simple. So as another alternative, let's say you're not here at the gym, you don't have a barbell bench press, you can also have dumbbells. Let's say you got dumbbells at the house and you want to pick these up a certain weight as it gets heavier especially, but practice it when they're lower weights too. So when you pick up the weights, you pick them up, get down, squat down, pick up the weight, stand up, right? You don't want to pick it up with your back like this because that can hurt your back over time. So pick it up with your chest up, back up. You can do this on the bench. Let's say you got a bench at home, or you can do it on the floor, or halfway on the couch, whatever, right? So you sit back.
Watch out, watch out.
You're good. Sit back, exact same thing. You come out here, stretching your chest, push in. Come down, stretch, push in. Come down, stretch. It's the same form, except the difference is with the bar, you had to keep the weight exactly like this with the bar. But now with this, you can turn your hands just a little bit and leave them there. You want almost like an A. And the reason you want it like an A is because that's gonna protect your shoulders over time. And we can go more in depth on this later, but it's the same kind of form. So this is another variation you can do. And then another variation, let's say you're like, I don't have no dumbbells and I don't have a bar. You can do push-ups, same thing. Now I know a lot of women are like, let me do them on my knees. So the first thing they do is they go here on their knees and they start doing push-ups like this. I recommend not to do that, right? Of course, you have to because you absolutely can't, but try to do them properly. I'd rather you start here trying to do a regular push-up and you're not even going all the way down and come back up. I'd rather you do that than get on your knees. So now what you do is, the first time I went to go do it, it's as far as I can get, let me press up. Okay, next time, I'm gonna try to get a little lower. Next time, let me try to get a little bit lower and work on it that way. So same thing with this. If your hands are straight across like this, if your hands are straight across, now you're gonna work more of your triceps when you go to press. So when I press, it's working more the back of my arm because my hands are close. If I go a little bit wider, then I'm gonna work more of my overall chest with my arms and everything at the same time. So focus on your push-ups. Work on getting better and better. Even if you can only do one properly, and then rest a second, do one again. So push-ups is also another great variation. Try the push-up, stick to it. Doesn't matter if you can't do it yet. Even if, let's say you can't do one push-up, you can even go this way. Let me just go down slow as I can. I can't do the push-up. Just go down slow and then get down, rest. Let me do it again. And eventually, if you keep doing it, you'll realize, wait, I can do one push-up. Wait, I can do 5. Wait, I can do 10. And keep working it up, all right? Look, guys, there we go. Bench press, multiple variations, so there's no excuses. Oh, I don't have a bar. Oh, I don't have a dumbbell. Oh, you have a floor. You can do push-ups. This gives you so much benefit in so many ways. Like we pointed out, it works the back part of your arm. It also works your back muscles a little bit. It also works your shoulders and so many other things. So don't sleep on doing upper body as well. We're gonna do more upper body things on the channel that are not related to just this. Also working your back and so many other things is gonna give you more value too. We hope you guys loved it.
Yeah, definitely don't feel intimidated by working upper body. You know, we want that full look. So when we're coming to the gym and we're seeing, hey, we don't really want to do push-ups, we really don't want to do that, but what we don't realize is that we want the full look, but are not actually doing some of the exercises to get the full look that we want. So don't be intimidated. Like, comment, subscribe, and share so that we can get this message out to everybody so that we can start impacting more moms just like you.
And I'm gonna leave you this one last nugget. Majority of the time, the things that you like the least are the things that will give you the most results when you actually master them. Keep that in mind. Anything in life, let's level up. So much more on the way. Let's make it happen.